Hey, Dr. Azevedo.
All right, ready?
Yes, ready.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Jason.
Hello, Ellen.
Hi. How's the drive here?
It's good. It was good.
It was pretty good,
Yes, pretty nice in comparison to yesterday. It was rainy and everything.
It was pretty bad weather. It was.
Yes, it was a pretty bad weather, but today is pretty nice.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes, we did. It's a
Now
good
you
day.
guys well comforted. I see that our secretary got you some water. Would you like anything, sir?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Fantastic. So what brings you in today? Tell me a little bit about yourselves. We'll
Well-
start with you, Jason.
Yes, of course. Well, I am married with Ellen for 15 years old. We have two kids, Charles and Albert.
How do you spell that?
Charles,
Charles.
it's like Charles.
Okay.
Charles. He is 10 years old. And Albert, he is 8 years old. There you go. We have been living here in Lubbock for all my life. I think you also, right?
Oh, yes, yes. I was born and
Yes.
raised in Lubbock.
Very
Yes.
nice. Do you guys have degrees?
Well, I came from accounting.
Okay.
How about you?
Oh, I'm a professor at Texas Tech University.
There you
Very
go.
nice. What do you teach?
I teach financial planning.
Very nice.
Yes. But I have a certification as a nurse, and I'm working in a hospital right now.
And you, Ella, how do you enjoy your job? How long have you been there?
Oh, I've been there for about 5 years now, and I love it so much. It's so much fun.
Right. So what brings you in today?
Well, I feel that Ellen cannot maybe realize that to me it's very important my retirement or our retirement in general. But she's so focused in our college funding for our kids that we even started yet, and we have some disagreement, some conflicts about how to maybe get a common ground between us, just looking for the better future for our kids and for us.
And you, Ella, do you agree with this?
I mean, I feel, retirement is very important, but I think that we've saved enough and we need to start thinking about, what our kids are going to be like. Because as somebody that works with kids a lot, I see the impact of college on their lives, and I want that for my own kids.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you, Jason, would like to start saving for retirement, and you are concerned, and you feel like you're not being heard on your concerns for retirement. And Ella, you would like to start funding your children's education through different means because you see the impact as professor.
Yes.
Okay. Very nicely. Is there anything else? Any other goals?
Well, I would like to have fun in my retirement. I like paint, fishing, so that would be great if I can do those in my retirement. I would like, for example, have some classes about professional painting to develop my own skills.
Very nice. Very nice.
My father-in-law, he liked to fish, so I would like to be as good as he is.
Okay. And you, do you have any ideas about retirement at all? Have you thought
Well,
about
quite
it?
frankly, I'm not really ready. I'm not like in the mindset of retirement. Like, I love my job and I just don't see myself living it right now. So that's why my mainly concern is not to accumulate money for retirement, because I'm not ready to go into retirement. He is. And I'm in a position where I feel I shouldn't be, pushed or forced to retire just because he wants to. If he wants to retire, he can retire, and then I can try and work for some more years and maybe accumulate money for college funds for my kids.
Okay. Like you said, you're not in the mindset of retirement, but you are. So that leads me to my next question. How old are you? Because you're thinking about retirement, but she's not. So maybe there is some time to plan.
Mine, well, right now we have $50,000 that I received sadly from my father died. He passed away 1 week ago. And it has been hard. And we don't know how to use that money. So it would be great maybe if you can help us with that, just to start thinking about the goals that I mentioned before. But other than that, I think I'm so sad that I cannot think clearly right now about my future. Just the thing I mentioned.
And how's it at home, Ella? It must be difficult. And again, my deepest condolences go to you and your family.
Yes, it has been hard, but I recognize that he is going through something, and I feel that we need not to make decisions in a hurry because he is going through something. I feel like he has to deal with that first before we can move on. And I feel like this rush of him wanting to retire this early is because he feels he's missing out on life. And the thought of his father dying is like, he lost a lot of time with him. And I think subconsciously he's trying to compensate for that. But it's just too rushed a decision to make right now.
Do you agree?
As I said, man, it has been difficult during this last week. My father fought against the cancer for 3 years, and yes, I'm right now. I am in denial that I lost my father. We are very close each other, and it's difficult to me take decisions right now. Normally at home, we discuss the situations and maybe we allocate the decisions. Maybe sometimes I'm not so good, so she take the decision for both. And the same case in different times. But right now I'm lost. That's the way I feel, and I think that is one of the reasons we agreed to come today here, just to maybe listen a third person that don't have the feeling that I'm going through right now and can help us to get our goals. I don't know if we mentioned before, but we have 2 401k accounts.
Okay.
And I know that will be helpful for our retirement. But for example, I don't know if so good take part of our money to start the funding for our kids' higher education. I don't know if that is a good decision. So I'm looking for maybe clarify if we can do it. If we can do it, how we can do it. If not, what other options we have.
So the first thing I would like to point out is I'm glad that both of you are here seeking some advisement.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I have my deepest sympathies for you. And so with that money, there is no rush. It is the inheritance, and there is some paperwork going through it. And it'll be quite a while before that $50,000 comes into the picture. As regarding, you should not be worried about what we're going to do with those $50,000. I would like to give you some time to grieve and go through the grieving process and acceptance. You might want to consider stepping back from work. I don't know if you already have, but for those $50,000, we will, once we come across it, we'll give it about 2 years for you to go through the phases and let you accept and grieve properly, so you don't have to stress and worry. I would like Ella to start. I would like you to be more involved and, get involved with the kids and try to go back to seeing what life brings and honor your father in some kind of different way. Mm-hmm. As for the 2 401ks, is there any other retirement accounts? Do you have a balance for me?
I remember I think in my account we have around $45,000. Do you remember your account?
About 65,000.
Okay, see, it's a great start. Did you opt out of your 403b?
No, we haven't got to that yet. That's why we're here.
Okay.
So we kind of need that help. I mean, we may have different accounts here and there, but we need just a plan to put it all together and see where we are. Because I feel like maybe I am freaking out about retirement because I think I don't have enough. And so if we were to come together and look at how much we have and look at how our plan could be processed to see when I should, like, what age is reasonable for me to retire, that would be great.
And how old are you?
I am 40 years old and he is 45.
Okay. I would like to focus on the kids right now. So you told me your part, and it's great to. I want to thank you for sharing those concerns. I would like to talk about the kids and where you would like to see them in college. Would you like them to be at Texas Tech? How much would you like to fund through that? Things like that. So go ahead.
See, when I was growing up, my parents took care of my education. It's something that I want to do for my kids as well. So as long as they have the right direction, as long as they're in the right mindset and want to do it, I will pay for all of it. And I'd say at least 5 years, because everybody doesn't necessarily graduate in 4 years. So I want to do that for them.
That's great for both children, for Charles and Albert.
Charles and Albert, yes.
Okay. And Texas Tech isn't.
Oh, I mean, Texas Tech makes sense because as I'm a professor there, there's benefits that come with the students that go to school. So it'll be like the financial need wouldn't be as bad as going out of state.
And lastly, when I was a freshman in college, I saw that there was, if my parents lived in the same city as I went to school, I want to have lived with them. Are you expecting them to move out? Would you like to plan?
We'll see how much we have accumulated by the time they go into college.
Okay.
But I want them to have the full experience, to live on campus and grow with others.
Do you have any additions to this? How does this make you feel?
About the kids?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure if I agree with Ellen that maybe Texas Tech it's a good option just because we live here in Lubbock, but I feel like I would like to give freedom of choice to the kids, because they are so young right now that we don't know what they are going to study or they want to study. For example, I can tell you Albert likes baseball, and he is the younger. In case of Charles, it's more interesting in maybe literature and work with poetry or
He's more artistic.
Yes, he is more artistic. So we don't know actually if they are going to pursue those interests when they get or turn 18 and go to college. I don't know if they want to go to college when they graduate from high school. Maybe Albert want just go a junior college for get a certification or associate degree, and I don't know about Charles. Maybe he just want to stay at home, and we need to deal with all these situations. They are so young,
Right.
but we are supporting them. That is, I think, the best thing we can do right now.
Okay, and I agree. I agree with the best the best positive actions
Yes.
is support.
Yes.
And of course, the children being so young, they need that from their parents. They need to see it. So I would like to go back to you, Jason. What do you do for work? So you're working as a nurse, and do you plan to be there longer?
In the hospital?
Yes. Since you are 45, what does retirement age look like?
Well, for me, firstly, I would like take my family the next year to Japan
Okay.
to celebrate the Olympics. That would be great. I think that is the closest goal that I have. But my retirement is just having fun, enjoying my kids and my grandkids in the future. I think I don't think too much about my retirement. I just want to retire because it's not my passion. I have been a nurse, but it's not my passion. I study other things, and maybe I would like to develop new skills. I don't know, agriculture. Dedicate my life to do something productive for the people. But definitely, I would like to pay the mortgage before I retire. We have around $30,000 outstanding debt right now.
Okay.
Um,
And for a house in Lubbock, that's not terrible.
yeah.
I'll be honest with you. 30,000 with some good planning, we can do it within 5 years if you'd like. We can do it
Okay.
in 10. It's just up to you.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So I would like to go back to, so you do want to retire, have fun, and do that. I'm going to ask you again, what age would you like to retire? Do you see yourself at 65, 62?
Good question. Maybe 62.
Okay. And we will go with you, Ellen. I know retirement's not in the point of view, but do you have an age? I know you are a professor, so it's more than okay to say, I would like to go to 70.
How about 90? I'm just playing. Yeah, I mean, 65 to 70 is about right. Because I believe I'm in good health, and I still have the energy, and teaching is something that I'm really passionate about. So I'll do it until the day I die.
Fantastic. So retirement at 65 to 70. Did you have any other ideas? In the sense, you're expecting to get tenureship?
Oh, yes. I expect to get tenure in the next 5 years.
Okay.
So, and I mean, retirement just doesn't simply mean you have to stop working. You could retire partially and work. And I know Jason he really loves to travel. He's very adventurous, and I want to do those things with him. So, I mean, we could do that, and we still have summers, and
Right.
we could prolong our retirement, but still feel like we're retired during retirement.
Do you agree with this?
Yes, absolutely. I think one of the best things we can do. And now she mentioned, I like to travel, so that would be great in part of my future. I never thought about it. But yes, we have a lot of countries to explore. I mean, they are waiting for us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, lucky for you, I do have a personal travel agent. The company does, actually. And so we contract this travel agent to cater to us and to our clients. So it's really great that you'd like to travel. I like to hear that. So I saw that you do want to go to Japan. I do have that you would like to go to Japan next year, and you've given me all this retirement information. Is there any, and you gave me the education information as well, is there anything else you would like to give me?
Well, we have just one house, two cars,
On those cars, do you have any other
properties or something like that.
properties, or do you have any outstanding debt that I should know about?
Well, no, I don't remember. I think I pay the credit card.
Oh yeah, we try to pay our credit cards every month and make sure it's not crippling debt.
Okay, that's good. So everything's below the 10% that you should have on a credit card?
Yes, well, actually, I think 2 or 3 days ago I paid the credit card balance. So we are beyond of our mortgage. I think we don't have any debt pending.
Yeah,
to
we
pay.
just don't like to spend money we don't have.
Yes, I mean she is more spendy than me, but we try to keep.
It's not a problem. We
It's
still
not-
have the funds.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna ask my associate to send some paperwork to you, and you just need to fill it out. It's nothing tedious, and I believe you'll do great as well. So again, I would like to sum it up. Do not worry about the money. I will work closely with your insurer. Just leave the information with my associate, and then for you, thank you for supporting him and being the wife you are.
Say
Thank
thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.